Welcome to Lakewood, Colorado, a place where the mountains meet the metropolis. Nestled at the foot of the Rockies and more than a mile above sea level, Lakewood enjoys a magical blend of recreational options. 99 parks, 188 miles of trails for biking, hiking, walking, and horseback riding. Award-winning golf courses, ballparks, skate parks, and dog parks, plus 5,500 acres of open space provide an abundance of opportunities to explore the outdoors and mingle with nature. And yes, here at the foot of the Rockies, we even have a beach. But Lakewood's recreation scene is much more than the great outdoors. 4 recreation centers keep the city's active population of 143,000 busy too. From hoops and laps to reps and steps. Lakewood's Community Resources Department manages programs for all ages and abilities and has drawn regional and national recognition. But what really sets Lakewood apart is its equally strong urban setting that commands cultural opportunities for citizens who want a live, work, play environment. The Community Resources Department oversees this too, heading up the Heritage, Culture, and Arts Division. Being able to boast of such a wide array of programs and facilities carries a challenge, one that Community Resources meets by a multi-pronged approach. Following the Community Resources Comprehensive Master Plan, adopted in 2008, with broad input from citizens, the department's approach includes embracing cultural diversity, developing inclusion programs for all ages and abilities, and creating opportunities to serve low-income populations. It does so through a growing volunteer base that helps sustain programs and connect to the community, and through collaboration and partnerships with other civic organizations. Take, for example, the first Boys and Girls Club program in Lakewood, developed in 2010 through a partnership between Community Resources, the school district, and the Boys and Girls Club.
Without that community and school involvement, I don't think that we would be here right now.
In just its first year, the program served more than 500 children and sees about 100 children daily.
We do all different kinds of stuff, like we go to the art room.
We get to do cool math games and physics games. It's very fun.
I think the Boys and Girls Club really provides a much needed service to a very underserved part of our community. We've seen calls for service in that area go down about 1/3.
Lakewood also operates 7 Head Start facilities and is the only program in the state of Colorado to receive the Youth Mentor Grant. Also in recent years, Community Resources developed the Ray Ross Park Project to renovate aged ball fields that now channel young energy in a positive direction. Completed in 2010, the renovations expanded playing fields to 4 additional acres on unused school property. Citizen participation in the redesign was invited through materials printed in both Spanish and English. Since reopening, the park has hit a home run with residents who now enjoy its expanded fields with improved lighting, walking paths, and its new splash play water feature. Inclusion is critical to Lakewood's programs. In 2009, the Family Services Division became part of Community Resources, bringing with it the RISE program, or Recreation and Inclusion Services for Everyone. The program focuses on therapeutic recreation and self-sufficiency. It also offers Camp Paha, the only full-time camp for people with disabilities in the Metro Denver area. Camp Paha provides a 7-day day camp for ages 6 to 25. But the numbers are a small part of the story, for Camp Paha is all about smiles and victories, big and small.
I keep coming back because the kids, they are what have shaped me. They've changed me. I've had campers who've gone from not being verbal to talking with me to telling me that they love Camp Paha and that this is a safe place for them, and that's huge.
Another partnership solved a challenge that was facing Community Resources: what to do about an increase in emergency medical situations at facilities in recent years. The solution? A program called Life-Saving Audits, designed to improve communications between recreation staff and the West Metro Fire Protection District. The audits offer unannounced drills to practice responses to simulated emergencies.
Call for help now.
The audits have been a springboard for enhancing the preparedness and confidence of staff.
With these drills, they are always done very seriously by both the rec center staff and by the West Metro crews. So they are running these emergency responses the way they would any emergency. And we get a chance to communicate with them before an emergency happens. So we have that relationship beforehand.
For those who prefer to dive into the arts, Community Resources, through its Heritage, Culture, and Arts Division, launched exciting programs that grew from a year of meetings with more than 800 citizens. In May 2011, the debut of Inspire, Arts Week Lakewood, attracted thousands to a myriad of events at parks and galleries. From its festive rock and block party to the art walk at Belmar Block 7, the Inspire Arts Week resulted from more than 15 arts organizations partnering with Community Resources to produce the week-long Arts Fest. With 5 spacious indoor visual art and historic galleries, Community Resources utilize technology to enhance the visitors' experiences to these creative spaces, developing the Info by Cell program that delivers detailed information about current exhibits and artists right over a visitor's personal cell phone.
Hi, this is artist Ken Fleshman. I'd like to welcome you to this showing of video sculpture.
Because the audio tours are described by the artists themselves, it provides a warm personal tour right at the visitor's fingertips.
I'm very excited about this new direction in my work, and I'm hoping that you enjoy viewing them.
Community Resources overcame limited financial means for the program by placing the Info by Cell tours on the city's phone system. Even with new technology, new parks, and new programs, Lakewood citizens value their heritage. And Lakewood's Heritage Center, a historic and cultural site featuring restored buildings and educational exhibits, added 2 new historic structures in 2010. The city also purchased a fully restored and functional 1911 trolley car that is a living museum. Acquiring trolley car number 25 was a partnership between the city and the Denver Rail Heritage Society. And with light rail coming to Lakewood soon, efforts are underway to make Car 25 a destination station where visitors can learn about rail history. As much as Lakewood citizens love their heritage, they thrive on the natural beauty of the area. And Community Resources runs programs for every age and interest. Through a partnership with the Colorado Division of Wildlife, for example, Lakewood's Fishing for Fun program lets anglers of many generations get hooked on fishing.
Now the kids that I had 18 years ago are parents themselves, and they're bringing their kids back to these programs. Working with Division of Wildlife is just the added plus because they bring their expertise, and they've just been a great partner in both past and present.
If catching the big one isn't their thing, residents can stretch out over 2,400 acres of open space at Bear Creek Lake Park, where activities from archery to swimming to sailing to camping are at their fingertips, and where environmental stewardship is promoted through impromptu programs with park naturalists and naturalist volunteers. Programs like wildflower hikes and beach briefs provide treasured moments. From bugs to bears, the environmental chats touch on just about everything under the sun, and even under the moonlight, as park naturalists also guide visitors on full moonlight hikes. A popular Saturday night event is the campfire program, with a guaranteed marshmallow roast. Bear Creek Lake Park also reaches out to schools and children. With so many programs, volunteers are essential to Community Resources. In one recent year at Bear Creek Lake Park alone, more than 4,200 volunteer hours helped maintain programs. But that is only part of the story. At almost every event or facility in Lakewood, volunteers make a difference. In 2010, Community Resources saw an increase in volunteer participation, with 48,018 hours of time being contributed to programs. The support amounts to over $1 million of time given to help sustain the programs. Many of those volunteer efforts go into patrolling and maintaining trails. Whether in the saddle, on foot, or pushing the pedals, volunteers are critical partners. Members of the newly formed Volunteer Bike Patrol program assist rangers by providing education about park rules. They also share trail and natural history information with park visitors and provide assistance and first aid.
It just gives you a lot of satisfaction to be there to help somebody else.
Environmental stewardship is at the heart of the Community Resources Master Plan. And one program that speaks to this goal is the popular Adopt a Trail program. Begun in 2007, it was expanded to allow more groups to participate. And when it comes to events such as Trails Day, residents rally round the cause.
It's a day for volunteers to come out and give back a little bit to the community, chance for us to get a lot of work done that my staff can't get done on their own.
To get the job done, Community Resources also forges community partnerships and collaboration with businesses such as REI.
They're a huge help. They do a lot of the logistics, registration for us, a lot of the recruitment, and then they'll do the amazing food spread.
150 trail builders rolled up their sleeves for 2011 Trails Day. For some, like Donnie Berry, it's personal. She's been hiking this mountain since the 1970s, before many of the trails were even here.
And I've seen an awful lot of beautiful things up here. It's just done a lot for me. I want to do it back. And I've done this every year since they've started building trails, and I just think it's wonderful that everybody can come out here and help.
Volunteers, expanded programs, partnerships and collaboration, working all together to enhance and grow our community's unique cultural and recreational opportunities.